Who's there, my beautiful friends? Welcome to Alicia in the City. It's super duper good to see you here, as always. Today, we're going to talk about systems over goals. What does it mean? And why you should choose them in the year 2023. So, stay tuned for that. So, what are the systems? What are the goals? What is the difference? And why one is better than the other, and which one should work for you. So, the goals are usually measurable, they usually specific. So, you write something like, I want to lose 5 pounds by March 30th, or I want to buy this car by this time frame. So all of those are great, and I used to do those myself as well. It's almost becomes like your to-do list for the year. This year I want to go to this destination, I want to do this, I want to do that, get a new job. And they always tell you that yes, like it has to be by a certain time frame. But unfortunately, over the years of doing that, I got more and more frustrated, and I realized they just do not work. And something I actually learned in the past couple of years is that there's also systems in place that can be put, and they actually work much better. So the first time I found out about systems was when I read Scott Adams's book, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. And by the way, I have a review on my channel. I will leave a link down below if you guys wanna watch the whole overview of the book, which was quite transformative, to be honest. But anyways, he was talking about systems over goals quite a lot in his book, and I got very interested, and I started reading, researching about it more and more. And basically, systems are they are yeah, systems you create for yourself, sort of like habits you create for yourself, which you do over and over again, to better your life, basically. And before we jump into systems, let me just give you a little rundown of why goals do not work. So, first is that goals are usually set within a very specific time frame in mind. And what happens when the time frame expires, right? Like, let's say I decided by next week I'm gonna do this and this, and for whatever reason I didn't do it, makes me feel like a failure because I only gave myself this much time. Um, and also, you set yourself for an automatic failure pretty much when you write down a goal. Why? Because when you write something like, I wanna lose 5 pounds, let's say, and you only lose 4.5, you feel like you didn't achieve enough, and that goal kind of doesn't count. Or you say, I want to go on 10 dates, and you go on 8. So, it's like the whole thing just kind of defeats its purpose. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, if it's not very specific, in specific time frames, specific results, then you just feel like a failure. And also, goals do not prepare us for dealing with obstacles. Whatever obstacle might come, it can be subjective. Like we just didn't feel like it, or it might be objective, actually. Things happen, and just, we don't have to be hard on ourselves all the time. And also, I feel like goals sometimes become more about putting the check mark next to it rather than actually achieving it. And think about it, when we write, like kind of like end of the year reflection, like, like what did I achieve? It becomes just like, oh, been there, done that, versus, okay, here is what I learned, here is how I improved myself. And those are the things I personally want to pay attention to, versus just some numbers and places. So let's get to actual systems itself. Systems, as I said, it's sort of like a habit you develop for yourself. And if I could find like a good analogy to me personally. Goals are about destinations, and systems are about journey. So by putting system in a place, you're creating a journey for yourself. It's not that today I'm doing this, but tomorrow I will stop doing it. It's more of that I will continue doing it because that enriches my life. So here I'm gonna give you a couple of examples of like what an actual system might look like. You can set up an alarm at a certain time every single morning because let's say you feel like I don't have enough hours in a day, so maybe try to get up an hour earlier so you can fit in that workout you've been willing to, maybe read a book, journal, like whatever it might be. um, and by doing that, you improve your life because you're doing it constantly. And if it doesn't work for you for whatever reason, like maybe you feel like, okay, you know what, I cannot get up an hour early anymore, that's totally okay. You're gonna set up a new system. You can adjust it. It's not set in stone, unlike a goal. Another example of a system might be um, staying active, or like maybe exercising 3 times a week. And when I write something like this for myself, exercise doesn't have to be the specific type of workout. It can be literally anything. Maybe today I don't feel like doing, weights. Maybe today I want to do a Pilates instead, or yoga. Or maybe one day I just want to go for a long walk, and that will count as an exercise as well. So you see, systems give you that flexibility, unlike goals. And I also, you know, feel like with systems, you cannot really fail because you make yourself a promise, like a habit to stick to. And the only measurement of success is like, are you actually doing it or not? There is no grades in how good are you doing it, as long as you're doing it. Another system you might want to consider for yourself, or like a sample of a system, it might be something like buying healthy groceries. Like you want to commit to buying them, or maybe like turning off gadgets and clocking off at the same exact time every day. Like setting those boundaries between your personal life and your work lives. That might be a good system. So all of those things, and they can be literally anything you want to enrich your life with, but they are meant to um, improve yourself and improve your quality of living. And again, they can be totally adjustable. Nothing is set in stone. um, Another thing I want to point out here is that systems, with the right systems in place, your goals just gonna take care of themselves. So for example, if you want to set a system where you um, exercise consistently, and whatever it might look like, it you might put it on a calendar, or you kind of want to play it by ear, but you've been consistent with it, you will notice that not only you are reaching your goal of like exercising this much or losing weight by this much, you're also, your health improves, your mood improves. Maybe, through maybe you join a gym and you meet new people there. So like your sense of community is there. Your strength improves. I don't know, like whatever it may be, or maybe it's not health related. Maybe with goals, maybe you want to be more creative, right? And you set the system in place where you, I don't know, write a stream of thoughts every other day. I don't know, I'm just coming up with this. But you will notice that yes, your creativity has improved, but also you have like more ideas for work. Maybe you join a writer's workshop, maybe you write a book, who knows, like all of those systems, they because there's no specific measurement of success, they not only tackle your goals, but they also bring you something extra which you were not even hoping for in the beginning. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little rundown of systems, over goals, why you should be creating those systems. Please let me know in comments below what are some systems you want to introduce into your lives this year. I am super curious to find out, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful year ahead, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye bye.